Hopefully we are on the air. Let us see. Fire up the old chat. I'd like to jump on here a few minutes early just to make sure my settings are right. Alright, let's see what we have here. Chiller Night Theaters page. Have to connect here to these other shows. Let's see. Edit the post. Trying to see how I did this last week where I create poll, close, where I connected with the other channel. Let me see. Hold on, folks, we might be a minute late. Alright, let's see. Let me see how we did that. Ava, do you remember how we did that? Edit post. Settings. Aha! Here it is. Show a chat, chalk block. Here we go. Alright, it looks like we are activated with everything here. Oh man, we're getting all kinds of comments. That's cool. Alright. Hey, let's start the show. Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. This is Bryan Hogue. Welcome to the Chiller Night live pre-show. Tonight, Saturday, August 31st. Wow, I tell you what, this summer is just flying by. It's crazy. Tomorrow, September, and once September hits, well, we know what's coming around the corner then, don't we? All right, Halloween. All right, let's see some of these comments I'm missing here. Corpus says, hello, hello. Well, hello, hello. Vicky, hi, Brian and Ava. Hello, Vicky. Thanks for joining us. Terrence says, oh, hero. Well, hero to you, too. And Raymond says, hello. Ava says, I shared your page and mine. All right, thank you, Ava. I appreciate that. Glam Thang says, hi, y'all. Another Chiller Night pre-show. Yes, thank you for joining us. Ava says, don't make me come in there, LOL. You are always welcome, young lady. All right, Cassandra says, hi, everybody. Cassandra, how are you doing tonight? Brad says, it's the Chiller Night pre-show with Bryan Hogue, starring Bryan Hogue. And now here's Brian. And then Brad says, sorry I wasn't around last week. No, we understand you must have had a kind of a busy couple days. You had your anniversary and your birthday, so lots going on. We're happy you're with us tonight. Nice tan, Brian. All right, well, thank you. Terrence says hello, everyone. All right, everybody's saying hello, hello. Terrence says, any plans for Halloween? Well, I definitely do, actually. I'll be working in my haunted house, which I'll be talking about a little bit later. I've been working pretty diligently on that, getting that up and ready to be running in time for October 3rd, our first night of operation. So David says champagne is popped and ready to go. All right, that's what I like to hear. It is another Saturday night, another chiller night, certainly a cause for celebration within the chiller maniac community. All right, Brad says I was a busy guy. Yes, you were. I could tell. All right. Now, tonight, let's go over the schedule, shall we? Now, if you're new to this, um, what I do from 8 until a few minutes shy of 9 p.m. Eastern Time, I, Bryan Hogue, will sit here and I will talk to you about the schedule coming up on Stream TV and pretty much anything else that falls within the horror, science fiction, paranormal category. And but Stream TV is streammedia.tv, streammedia.tv, and if you go to that at 9 o'clock, just at the top of the hour, if you go there, look at this. There's a better visual for you than just looking at me. Streammedia.tv up in your upper right corner. You go there and you can watch these programs, Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat, tonight beginning at 9 p.m. All right, at 9 p.m. Chiller Night Theater, the movie is Frankenstein 80. At 11 p.m. Chiller Chat, my guest is Aaron Madden. That's actually from last winter we did this, but he's talking about, he'll be talking about their police department's haunted house they did for the kids, for the public. It's kind of neat, and plus they do a music video that when they were having the police department music video challenges or the contests. So it's a pretty entertaining episode. And 11:30 p.m. Chiller Night Theater. The movie is The Crawling Eye, last week's feature film, of course. 1:30 a.m. Chiller Chat. The guest is the late Chilly Billy Cardell. And 2 a.m. Chiller Night Theater, once again, to top off the night with Fun and Fright. Frankenstein 80 will be the 2 a.m. movie for you night owls. Some people like that. So, let's see. All right, so that's what's going on there. Did we see Corpus? I think we saw Corpus at the very beginning. Yes, she wrote, hello, hello. All right, now Thursday night, if you're new to this, you know, or you may not know, that's why I'm bringing it up, that every Thursday night at 8 p.m., we have a watch party on the Chiller Night group page on Facebook. Okay, the Chiller Night group page on Facebook. Every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we feature a watch party. Corpus selects the movies, and she presents those at 8 p.m. Now, the movie Thursday, which unfortunately I missed because I was working on the haunted house, was it was Dolls, right? I think it was Dolls. And let's see. If you know what the movie's going to be this coming Thursday, do tell, let us know, and we'll be happy to announce it here. And let's see. Okay, and while we're waiting for that, and if you don't have it, we'll get it at some point during the week, so not a problem. All right, now here's what we're going to do, folks, because coming up in the near future here, I will be combining Corpus tips at my little makeshift drum roll. It might be going on for a while. All right. Well, just picture that in your head, a little drum roll. All right, so I will be combining, it won't be like this all the time, but just in order for me to get out some new Chiller Chats, I'm going to be doing a special Chiller Chat in the middle of my Chiller Night Live pre-show. And I think we're going to do that next Saturday. I have to get with my guest, and I'll tell you about what that's going to be here coming up. Now, what I'll do is I'll just bookend a Chiller Chat episode with the Chiller Night Live pre-show. Yes, that means for the first 15 minutes, we'll be doing right what we're doing right now, okay? And the last 15 minutes of the show, we'll be doing right what we normally do now. However, in the middle of the show, from 8:15 until 8:45, there's my 30-minute bracket of time for a 30-minute Chiller Chat episode. We'll actually be doing a Chiller Chat right here, live, next Saturday. At least that's the tentative plan. So let's see. If if there's been a response from Corpus, I don't see it. So if anybody else sees it, because I know evidently I'm not seeing everybody's comments for some reason, but you can just let me know if she put up a movie. If not, if you don't have one, that's fine. I'll be moving right along. So to help me out with this chiller chat thing, because I'm using a new camera and sound system. Remember we were having problems a couple weeks ago, a couple weeks in a row, in fact. Uh, I'm using a different camera with a different sound system. So, Corpus says this Thursday the movie will be at my local movie theater because it's my birthday and have a date to see It Part 2. Ooh, that sounds pretty cool. Well, if anybody wants to take the mantle there and run with that this coming Thursday, they are very welcome to do so, as long as it is a movie that is horror or science fiction. So Brad says you're going to have guests on the pre-show. Yes, I will have one for 30 minutes. For 30 minutes next week, from 8:15 till 8:45. This will turn into a chiller chat episode. Okay, it'll still be the Chiller Night Live pre-show on the first and the last 15 minutes. Okay, but that's how I'm going to do this, because the reason I'm doing this is it will be we'll be talking about the Midnight Monster Party, and I will be interviewing. Well, I haven't even gone with Diane yet, but Diane Withrow, and that's why everything right now that I'm saying is tentative, because last night James said that it appears that Diane will be talking to me about that. So I have been so busy, I haven't even got with her yet. But that is the tentative plan. So it's something new, but it's a way for me to get a brand new Chiller Chat episode out, and I want to get it out before, of course, the Midnight Monster Party. I'm going to try it. If it works, we'll do it from time to time. If it really works, we'll do it every week. I don't know yet. I'm making it up as I go, folks. I'm shooting from the hip. Cassandra says, "Hey, Leroy. Hi, Craig. Oh, hey, guys. Thanks for joining us." And Brad says, "Who will be the guest?" Well, I think, like I say, it's going to be about the Midnight Monster Party. So I haven't contacted Diane yet today, but I will be setting something up to where we can talk on the phone. We'll be having a phone-in version of the show, of Chiller Chat, which I commonly do, and we'll be doing that. So to help me with this, Corpus says, "So, no movie for me, guys, but please do feel free to host yourselves." Yes, if somebody wants to take the helm at that, please let Corpus know, or let myself know, and we'll or Cassandra, or we'll figure that out. We'll get that figured out. Now, here's what I'm going to do, so that I'm confident that this is working okay, the audio, because this is a whole new audio system for a phone and caller. I'm going to call Samantha, and she's going to help me out here a little bit. We're just going to chat for a few minutes, and we'll see how that sounds. And you guys tell me if that sounds. We're oops, looking for her number. Why can't I find your number, Samantha? Oh, here we go. All right. All right, calling Samantha. I may have to.
Hello.
Samantha, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, good, good. You are on the Chiller Night Live pre-show. Thank you for doing this tonight. I explained to everybody that you're helping me test the audio here tonight.
Hello, everybody.
Oh.
Can you hear me good?
I can hear you fantastic, but Terrence says, I'm getting no audio. Ava says, same here.
Oh. Well, at least they can't hear my silly voice.
I don't think they can hear my silly voice either. Wow, that is so weird. Okay, for you viewers out there, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh boy, unless this was because of the Amber
But
Alert.
they can hear you?
People are writing, hi Samantha, but I don't know if the...
Can you hear me?
Yes, somebody tell me if you can hear us. Oh, Corpus says audio is good here. Brad says loud and clear. I see. Oh, Cassandra says I have audio. Okay. That must have just been an Amber Alert thing. That's weird. So.
Okay, that makes sense then.
What have you been up to?
All is good now.
Since last Saturday, since your Nocturnal web series debut.
Just, hanging out, being a vampire, scaring children.
Well, how? I did. What's that?
I did. I keep my fangs in my purse, and I have had people like kids in a grocery store or whatever. I hear them talking about how vampires aren't real, or I just pop the teeth in and remind them that yes, we are real.
Well, good. Keep the magic going.
Yes.
So everybody seems to be commenting that they can hear both of us just fine. So that's good.
Great.
So I'm understanding from everybody, from their viewers, that you can hear Samantha loud and clear then? Let's see.
Testing, 1, 2.
All right. Well, let's see. We'll wait for a few answers here. I think that's the case. Terrence says, Amber Alert messed up my phone. Okay, well, it seems to have...
I think that was probably the big snafu in it all.
Yeah. So in the meantime, well, what was that like filming for the Nocturnal web series last week?
It was a lot of fun. It was neat to see Ava being a vampire for a change.
I know. She's always a witch. So that was a change for her.
It absolutely was. She was not used to the teeth. But you think of how long it's taken me to get used to the teeth and be able to talk. And I didn't even think of that. And that's her first time ever wearing the teeth. She did good. She did really good. Well,
that's good. Yeah. I'm very, very anxious to see that episode. So I'll be checking with David and Diane to see when that one's going to come out. Corpus says, is it a whole new setup? Yes, it is. I have a brand new camera, webcam, and audio system that I'm trying out. It's my stepson Brenton's camera that he's loaning to me, and to see if this works, and if so, then I'm going to get one identical to this one. So, Ava says I had to learn to talk with the teeth. So, yes. Oh, Cassandra says you were both amazing. Talking about you.
Well, thank you. It was
yes.
fun to work with her.
Yeah, that's kind of neat. I'm looking forward to seeing that. All right. So, well, anything else going on in your world, Samantha?
Just anxiously awaiting that haunt.
Oh, yeah. You got to come out and see this. I'm really, I tell you what, everybody that's walked through so far, I've had some people from the borough, from the council walking through, and they seem to be very impressed. So I'm pretty happy with what I'm seeing so far. I've been working on this as far as construction about a month and 3 days now, something like that. It's been a little over a month, and boy, oh boy, it's not like setting up the other haunts that we've done in the past.
Yeah,
it's a lot different. There's a lot more measurements and cuts that need to take place to fit it in where I'm putting it. So.
Well, we drove by. We did get to drive by, but we didn't get out and look at it. I still had a long day ahead of myself after last weekend.
Oh, did you drive by it last Saturday?
Yeah. Yes, Ava and I drove by it. You know, what was funny is when we heard you in the car talking about how you had gotten all of the, 4x8s or 2x4s on the truck, I thought, huh, what are they building? And then it dawned on me, it was a Sam moment.
I think people were surprised because they went in there and they actually saw like sturdy structures and rooms and hallways and all this and that. And I think people had it in their heads that this was like a plastic walls type of thing, and it's like, no, I don't do plastic walls, no. No. So another thing that I think some of the folks in this area will be surprised about, hopefully in a good way. But I've been hearing people say, "Oh, that'll be nice for the kids," and it will be nice for the kids. However,
it'll give those kids nightmares.
It's not a kiddie haunt by any means. I mean, if the parents are comfortable taking their kids through, that's certainly that's okay. But
that's on them.
Yeah. But all right, let's see. See, I'm reading some of the comments. Are you watching this, by the way, at the same time?
I am not able to because I was watching on my phone if I was, but I'm on my phone, so I'm not at home right now.
Oh, I see. Well, I tell you what. I think that we've probably talked enough to where we'll get a good idea whether this is working.
Okay.
I think, and I won't keep you if you're away from your home. You might be out visiting somebody, so or family or whatever. So I won't keep you. I do appreciate you calling in here tonight and helping me out with this.
Not a problem.
Okay, Samantha, have a great night. Have a great chiller night.
You too.
Thanks again.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Well, there we go. We will, like I said, I'll just go by what you tell me. If you, and I'll listen to it, of course, later on. But if you could hear Samantha just fine, then, I guess I can take this part off. All right. I am no longer on the phone with Samantha. All right. But anyways, Terrence said good night, Sam. So Ava says I have family here, so it's hard for me to listen to, but I'm trying. I know. Corpus says bye, Samantha. Good night, Sam. All right. Now we were talking about. Well, I'll bring it up right now. There it is. The Harrisville Haunted House, presented by Chiller Night Theater. The name was intentionally left to be very matter of fact. Nothing fancy about it. It's where and what. That was 100% intentional. I wanted it to be that way for a brand new event, a brand new attraction in this area. I did not want people guessing what this was. Is this a hayride? Is it an escape room? What is this? What is this thing? Well, it's a Harrisville Haunted House is what it is. I'll tell you that. All right. Leroy says, bonjour, Samantha Diener. Sandra says, bye, Sam. All right. So there we go. And speaking of that haunted house, if you saw my post a little bit ago, I was still over at the haunted house when I made that. I'm making a video documentary, a hauntermentary. I don't know, whatever. I'll think of something fancy. But I'm making that it's going to cover everything. Not only the construction part, but it's going to cover the development, the design, like everything that I did from A to Z to do that. I mean, it's going to go until the haunt is taken down and put in storage. That's what this is going to cover. So it's going to be covering almost a year's worth of this entire process. So that's what's going to happen. All right, what do we got out there? Good night, Samantha L. Okay. Bonjour. Bye, Sam. All right, so that's cool, cool, cool. Now here's the thing. You mentioned about or let me touch on that thing one more time about the haunt documentary. I will have that, but I won't even touch on that until probably the beginning of the year, maybe, because I'll probably be so exhausted after the haunt, and then the holidays, and then I'll be trying to prepare for the Jack Shadow Friday Night Frights, and maybe those will start back up again in, I don't know, December, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to tease you, but maybe so. Maybe we'll start it up in December. We'll see. I'll see how busy I am. I gotta. All right. Have good time management skills here, folks. All right. Midnight Monster Party. Now that will be the only night in October that Jack Shadow, or well, myself, I will not be there at the Harrisville Haunted House on that night and that night only. Um, that night, Jack Shadow will be at the Midnight Monster Party. That's a rock and roll fashion show, as you can see by this picture here. October 18th. That's Friday, October 18th, 8 p.m. Eastern Time at Cake. That's a nightclub in Pittsburgh in the Strip District, 1900 Smallman Street. And if you live in that area, if you live in the Pittsburgh area, hope to see you there. If you're part of this crew right here, come on up, introduce yourself, and if I don't know you, and just say, hey, I watched the Chiller Night pre-show, or I watched Chiller Night Theater, or Chiller Chat, whatever. Just come up and let Jack know. So yeah, let me know, and I'd love to meet you guys if you're gonna be there. Again, that's in Pittsburgh. If you're in the Pittsburgh area, hope to see you there. So, and because of that, like I said, I haven't talked to Diane about this, but I hope to be able to do a chiller chat next Saturday night. Next Saturday night, right here on. Now, is that right, Brian? Are you telling these folks the truth? Yes, Saturday the 7th. Okay, that's when I hope to do a chiller chat. Again, I haven't talked to her yet. I just found out last night that Diane will be doing the interview. So it should be next Saturday night on the 7th. And it's going to be a regular chiller chat. Like you're going to be seeing this, and then it's going to switch. Okay, the background, everything will switch. All right, it'll go from that. It'll go from this to this. All right, and I will be talking to Diane, and we will have the Chiller Night opening. It's going to be a regular episode, just like you've seen before. Like when I do these live, you can interact as well. You can ask questions. You can leave comments. It's the same thing. It's really no different than this. The only thing is, this will be edited into a show, and it'll be playing the Saturday after that on Stream TV. All right, so that's why I'm doing it. Brad says, makes sense. Leroy says, hey, I'm right beside my favorite coworker. Can I get a shot out her? Melody! Huh? Did that work? Did you get your shot? All right, well, we'll wait to see if Leroy gets a shot. Hopefully he did. Brad says, it's just a click of a button. It is. It's that simple. Bobby. Bobby says, hey, all right, Bobby. I just talked to Bobby just like right before the show started here tonight. He's going to help me out maybe tomorrow. Maybe I'll see him tomorrow at the haunt. So, all right. Now, I'm going to put this schedule back up because I want you to look at this. Now, Frankenstein 80. I don't know if you have ever seen that on a Chiller Night Theater episode before, but if you have, you'll notice that it's an older episode. We did this one back in 2016. This is the this is the pre-stream TV days. Okay, I had a kind of a makeshift set. And with it's not the nice fancy TV set with the nice crisp video and audio production that you've come to love and know over the last going on 2 years. But it is an earlier show of mine. But good movie, Frankenstein 80. Frankenstein 80 coming up at 9 o'clock. Ooh, in half an hour. What do you think of that? I like Frankenstein. This is a modern version of the movie, set in well, modern, somewhat modern. I mean, it was in I think they filmed this in early 70s. I think 72 maybe. But they call it Frankenstein 80 because they wanted to make it probably a little futuristic. You know? So that's what they did. All right. Cassandra says, loving the night. And Corpus says, nice melody. There's another shout out. Hope you got another shot. All right. We're giving the shout outs. Hopefully Melody's giving the shots out. All right. Leroy says, thanks. And Bobby says, Cassandra Blue, me to just got off work. Frankenstein is a good movie. Yeah, that's now it's called Frankenstein 80. It's a I'm trying to remember. It's been several years. I think it's an Italian production. Of course, it's dubbed in English, but I don't remember the specifics of it other than I enjoyed the movie. I don't know if you're somewhat new to this. If you've been watching this show for probably the last year, I don't think we've played this, so it might be new to you as far as the Chiller Night Theater episode. And then Brad says, "What's Retro Rock TV?" That's actually the Chop Block TV. I know. Maybe I have to make that logo a little bigger. Let's try that. Chop Block TV. All right. It is with them. Well, then it's only fair I make Paranormal Warehouse a little bigger too. Then. All right. Let's keep it across the board here. All right. Now, the Chop Block TV. Actually, we're streaming right now on the Chop Block TV. We're streaming right now on that channel on Facebook. They do shows that cover horror and all kinds of chiller things like this. So it was kind of right up my alley. So I was asked to do this and to have my show on that channel. So that's what I'm doing. And I hope if you're now, here's the thing. If you're on any other channel watching this, just throwing this out there, okay? If you're on any other channel watching this show other than the Chiller Night Theater Facebook page, and I don't want you to leave whatever channel you're on to jump there, but if you're commenting, I just found this out last week. I can't see those comments. I cannot see them, and consequently, of course, I cannot answer those. But if at any time you want to message me or get in touch with me at chillernighttheater.com or Bryan Hogue on Facebook, please feel free to do that. But I didn't know that until last week. A lot of this stuff I'm finding out as we go. But maybe Scott Paulson's on there. Maybe he's answering on behalf of the show. I'm not real sure. This is only like my second week of doing this. So we'll see how that goes. We'll figure it out. But I think that might be how that works. Paranormal Warehouse, you see that listed right down here. That's another channel. Their website, their Facebook page. They are playing episodes of Chiller Night Theater and of Chiller Chat. So you might want to check them out as well, hopefully. And then, of course, Bocelli Pizza. They've been a very supportive component to this whole thing this whole year. I mean, with the Jack Shadow Friday Night Frights, they were sponsoring the shows. They are sponsoring the Harrisville Haunted House as well. I don't know if you saw that. but right there above Jack's shoulder where it says, "Come on out if you dare." It was the Vicelli and Butler, Pennsylvania. And that, of course, is David Long, responsible for that. So thank you, David Long. And again, to Vicelli's Butler, Pennsylvania. If you live in that area, order a pizza, order a sub, get some bread sticks, and have your snack tonight while watching Chiller Night Theater. So, all right, give him a call. Cassandra says Melody. So there's another shout out right there. Leroy, you ought to be getting set up here pretty good. Let's see. Leroy says, totally loving yous and our Saturday night chiller shots. The chiller shots, I like that. All right. Let's see. Brad says, this is also one of my favorite Frankenstein movies besides Lady Frankenstein. Oh, yeah. Lady Frankenstein is really, really good. That one reminds me of one of the old Hammer movies. You know, it has that look and feel about it. I love Lady Frankenstein as well. Cassandra says, woohoo, Chop Block TV. They got super good stuff. Yes, they do. Yeah, check them out. Is that it? hopefully that logo is a little bigger so you can read what that says. But we're actually, like I said, we're streaming right now on their Facebook page as well. So Brad says, I like Paranormal Warehouse. Good deal. They get a lot of people also. So does the Chop Block TV. There's a lot more people, consequently, who are watching or becoming aware of Chiller Night Theater, and Chiller Chat because of this. So I want to thank these folks here with the Chop Block TV and Paranormal Warehouse for helping me get that Chiller word out. So, and then Corpus and Terrence both are sending little pizza slices. All right. Cassandra says, Vicelli pizza. Yes, good pizza. And I'm trying to think here. And also, you see here, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter. So if you're on any of those social media platforms, check out Chiller Night. It might be called Chiller Night or Chiller Night Theater. It might just be Chiller Night. I think that's what our Twitter is. But check us out. Like us, follow us, do all that good stuff. All right, so that's what we have going on right now. All right, so we are playing Frankenstein 80 tonight. Now, you see some comments about Frankenstein movies. What's your favorite Frankenstein movie? Do you have one? I'd have to say that mine is probably Bride of Frankenstein. It's just that good to me. All right. Cassandra said, I got my reservations for Gross Fest. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's true. Brad says, we just can't thank them enough, Brian. Vicelli Pizza. Yes. Terrence says, how many days you staying? That's right. You guys going to Gross Fest in I know it sounds like such a long way off because we just did it last month, but yeah, that'll be here before you know it. So, well, it's a 2-day event this year. So we'll be going down on a Friday night. We'll be there Saturday night, and Sunday, and I think we're going to be there Sunday night and then leave Monday. I think we're going to do the whole weekend. That's what Cassandra said, or Diane. So I don't know. That just sounds like we might do that as well. That sounds like a good idea. Corpus says, I need to get on that. Yes, you do. Cassandra says, Frankenstein versus Wolfman. Oh, yeah. The Universal. Is that what I tell you what, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. Watch that opening, to me, is one of the finest in setting the atmosphere for a horror movie. One of the classic old black and white horror movies. it is really, they got the grave robbers coming in to raid the tomb of Larry Talbot, who, you know, died at the end of the first Wolfman. Spoiler, you know, and you know when they take the top of the tomb off, the full moon comes through the window and, you know, hits Larry and regenerates him. So what a beginning of a movie! A really, really very well done movie. At least the opening is very, very, very good. You know, it's that atmosphere. I love that stuff. I love it, folks. All right, let's see. Terrence says July 25th and 26th of 2020. Okay, so there you have it for Gross Fest 3, and they were just making announcements earlier this week on some of the guests. Okay, so go on the Gross Fest on the Facebook page on Gross Fest, or I don't know if you if you have it on your website yet. I don't know, but I know for a fact it's on the. I don't think I have your logo here on here, and I'm afraid to go in and get it, because I did that one time when I was talking to Corpus on the phone and everything disappeared. So I ruined it for everybody. But check out the Gross Fest Facebook page, and not only will you see all this stuff, what we're talking about, but you'll see some of the guests. They're starting to announce some of the guests. So, and then Terrence says original Frankenstein. Yes, that is a fantastic movie. I have to say, those are like right there, you know, like Bride and the original Frankenstein. I don't know, they're just so well done. Cassandra says the opening blows my mind, chills. Yeah, Frankenstein meets the Wolfman. It is it's a, Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi plays the monster in that movie, and of course, Lon Chaney Jr. plays the Wolfman again, Larry Talbot. But I think Patrick Knowles plays the doctor who brings the monster back to life. I don't know without fact checking that, but I think so. Trying to think of some of the other actors in there. Probably doesn't matter, but check it out. It's a good movie. Really very entertaining. Terrence says original Frankenstein. Terrence says make sure you are open. LOL. For Brad says I knew I should have called an Uber. LOL. Yes. Get down there, young man. Cassandra says, hey, Al. Oh, all right. Well, Al, if you're with us here, thank you for joining us tonight. Looks like you are. Brad says, I'm watching WWE NXT UK TakeOver Cardiff on WWE Network. Okay. Well, hope you're enjoying that tonight and you're with us. So, a good night to you, good sir. All right. Terrence says, Chiller Night streaming links are on Grossfest website as well. Oh, cool. Oh, that's very cool. And Corpus says, Scouts Honor. All right. We hope to see you there. Brad says, while I'm watching you on iPhone. Okay. And then Cassandra says, hi, Joseph. See, that's the thing. You guys can see who's joining here. I can't. If I were just on Facebook, like I used to be, but I go through OBS Studio, and then I'm chroma keying through OBS, and then I'm restreaming or multi-streaming through Restream. So, like I used to do, I used to be able to see, oh, you know, so-and-so is popping up and is watching, you know, but I can't see that anymore. So if you're popping on here, I can't see you. So it's nice somebody saying hello, and if you're with us for the first time, welcome everybody. This is the Chiller Night Live pre-show, and what I do, I'm Bryan Hogue. I'm the host of Chiller Chat. It's a talk show that talks about the horror and paranormal and uh, science fiction, and we do even do some movie reviews every once in a while. So, and Chiller Night Theater, that is a hosted horror show. We play old classic and not so classic horror and science fiction movies of yesteryear, with Jack Shadow as your host, and also joining him are Aura the Witch and L. Von Nock the Vampire. So, Witch, let's see, right up there, you can see if you look close enough, you can actually see Jack Shadow in there moving around. So, you know what I'm going to do? See this schedule, see the top of that castle. Now in there, if you see right above where it says Chiller Night Theater, the R, that is the room where Jack Shadow sits. And I was thinking about doing a thing where the next window down, you see Aura the Witch in there. And then the next window down, you actually see Elle Von Nock. Actually, she's more in the lower levels of the castle, because you can kind of see her wall missing, and you can see like she's in the lower levels, like but I thought that'd be kind of funny to see all three of us in there at some point, you know. I have a little bit more time to mess around with that. I'll see what I can come up with. Corpus says, I'm not seeing some people's comments today. I might not either. In fact, I had almost put money on it, because we found out, last week or maybe a couple weeks ago, Ava and I were sitting here, she's looking on her phone, and she's seeing comments that I am not seeing. So if you're commenting to me, and I'm not answering you, it either scrolled by that quick because of the amount of comments, or it didn't show up on my page. So I'm sorry in advance. If you wish, maybe try it again. I don't know what else to tell you. Or flag one of the other viewers down and say, hey, ask Bryan this. So, Brad says, happy days are back again, because they're planning on having NWA wrestling on Saturdays at 6:05 p.m. again. Remember that, Bryan? Oh, yes, I do. I do remember that. 6:05 p.m. every Saturday. Used to watch that religiously back in the day. Brad says, I miss those days. So do I. Corpus says, yes, add them. Well, I do miss those days, because it was wrestling in the evening like that. But then, what I really, really loved, that same night, every Saturday night, was Chiller Theater, airing out of Pittsburgh, from WPXI. 11:30 every Saturday night, with Chilly Billy Cardell, and he'll be my guest on the later Chiller Chat at 1:30. See that? Chilly Billy Cardell, the late Bill Cardell, as he did pass away a few years ago, but he was very supportive on what I am doing. He was super generous with his time with me. We talked numerous times and at great length. I mean, I don't think I ever had a conversation under 40 minutes with him. He was very talkative with me, and told me a lot of neat things, and meeting certain people, different personalities, like Vincent Price, Jerry Lewis, and Phyllis Diller, and all these. I could sit and listen to his stories, over and over. So, let's see, where are we at here? Corpus says, yes, add them. Add them. What's this say? Is this in reference to what Terrence said about Chiller Night streaming links are on Grossfest website as well? Is that what you mean? I'm not sure, but that's really cool. Cassandra has hearts and a broken heart with Chilly Billy. Yes, those were great times, great memories that he gave us. Brad says they are also having the national anthem on late night TV again instead of infomercials on TV. Really? Wow, that really is a flash from the past. Oh, that's something. Corpus says, add Ava and Sam, lol. Oh, to the castle. Okay. I gotta get brought back into that topic. Okay. Yeah, that would be kind of neat. I think that if I could even do this one behind me, like I could probably put Samantha, because she's down here like in the lower levels. Like you can picture a vampire who would want to be in that lower level. That's what I picture with Dracula and all that. And then with Aura, I kind of see her maybe over here or maybe over here, somewhere up a little higher in the castle, so she can just take off, or maybe even over here, so she can take off with her broom. All right, we'll see. That'd be fun to play around with. Corpus says to the castle, right? Bob says I'm late, but at least you're here. At least you're here, and we can see your comments. Um, but I'm here, he says. Yes, you are here. So thank you there. And David says, remember the 70s WPXI was WIIC? Yes, WIIC was the original name for WPXI, and then it changed, of course, to WPXI. The W, the P for Pittsburgh, the XI, actually the Roman numerals for 11, for channel 11. But yeah, before that it was WIIC. And when I was at WPXI, I was given a tour of the TV studio, and they actually have the original doors that were on the studio for WIIC for the TV studio part of it. So it's kind of neat because I got to see those, and there's like a little placard on there that says these are the original doors from the 60s. That was really cool. And then Brad says, starting Labor Day. Oh, they're going to do that with the national anthem. That is really cool. Leroy says, we got a little break. All right, Melody. So if you got a break, you got a time for a shot. All right. Trying to help you out, Leroy. All right, but it's kind of neat because Bill Cardell's first job in the news, as far as I can remember, I think this is what he told me. It was on WICU. WICU. My mind just totally went blank. The one in Erie that I used to play, Lilly Broadcasting owns. WICU. Yeah. NBC affiliate TV station that I used to play Dark Horse Championship Wrestling on. Pretty cool. Brad says 10 minutes until Chiller Night Theater. Oh, wow. That is going out really quick. I had no idea it was that late. Okay, Corpus says Melody. David says second glass of champagne. Cheers. All right. Cassandra says Melody. All right, you're getting Melody's getting all kinds of shout outs. So hopefully Leroy's getting all kinds of shots. Leroy says, she said Leroy has to buy her one. We're out, sadly. Oh, okay. I see. All right. Gotcha. All right. Well, hopefully that that works out. Running to the store, he says. Okay, go to the store. Get that. Get what you need there. All right. So, all right. We only got a few minutes left. I'd say 6 or 7 minutes. I hope that you jump on over to streammedia.tv. Whoops. Streammedia.tv in the upper right there. That's the website. Go to streammedia.tv, and you can either watch Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat live, streaming live on that channel, or you can connect to their Roku channel. Now go to that site to connect to their Roku channel. All right, don't just get on Roku and look up Stream TV, because you won't probably find the right one for whatever reason. But that came up when I was trying to find it, and I just went right to the site. Go to the site, click and connect to their Roku channel. You won't, you can't go wrong. All right, it will work. It worked for me, and it'll work for you too. All right. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? Leroy's running to the store. Okay, that's right. That's right. Brad says next week, Saturday night chiller chat with guests, you said. Yeah, that's right. Okay, now, you all heard Samantha was here. She was helping me out. She was on the phone. We're testing out the new camera and audio within that camera instead of the snowball mic that I had always been using. And I'd put my phone, because I don't have any fancy equipment yet, you know. I'm using my phone. We're chatting. We're chiller chatting on my phone. But that's what we're doing. And so Samantha, she was on here tonight. Evidently, you could hear her just clear. And so next week, fingers crossed, I have to run it by Diane first, Diane Withrow, to make sure that she can do this. So if so, the plan is to get her on an episode of Chiller Chat. So from 8 until 8:15 will be the Chiller Night Live pre-show. From 8:15 till 8:45, that 30-minute bracket of time, that will be Chiller Chat. It'll be no different than what we're doing now, except for I'll be talking with Diane about the Midnight Monster Party. Okay, and if you have any questions or comments, you can share them as well. I have a picture up here. We'll be throwing up other pictures and maybe even video, whatever she wants to present. We can do that. And I will make an official announcement during the week. I can't do that right here because I haven't talked to her yet, but that is what I would tentatively like to do. So and then that will become the week after's Chiller Chat episode on Stream TV. See how I do that? All right. Brad says, I think it's going to be a hoot. So do I. I think that'll be nice. Cassandra says, hi, Bob. Bob. Remember we used to call Bob Silent Bob because nobody could see his comments? I'm really glad we can see them now. All right. So 8:55 is what I have. 8:55. We've got just a few minutes left, folks. If you have anything you'd like to share, you better do it now. We're on the clock. We're on the timer. Brad says I can see the haunted house is coming up recently. Yeah, that is boy oh boy. I've been over there like every day working on that. That's why, of course, I can't do the Friday Night Frights with Jack Shadow. I can't do that. Not doing as many live shows. But speaking of live shows, there will be a brand new Chiller Night Theater that was taped at the TV studio. So there is a brand new one coming up here pretty quick. So keep tuned in, keep checking in with me, and we'll let you see that. It's going to be House on Haunted Hill with Vincent Price. I think you'll really enjoy that. If you've seen it before, if you've seen it 100 times, see it 101 with Chiller Night Theater and Jack Shadow and L. Von Knock. And Ava couldn't be there for that one, but let's see. Corpus is clinking the beer mugs. Brad says 5 minutes until Chiller Night Theater. Get your Rokus ready. Get them fired up, folks. It's coming. Leroy says, you're the best, bro. Right back at you, Leroy. Thanks for joining us. Really, really appreciate that. And Melody, if you're still with Leroy, if you're sitting right beside him, then thank you for joining us as well. We appreciate that. And Corpus says, great movie. Oh, yeah, The House on Haunted Hill. That is a really good one. But, folks, thank you once again. The fact that you're here every Saturday night, or if this is your first time here, thank you for joining me. If this is your 50th, 60th, 70th, I don't know how many weeks we've been doing this. It's been over a year. But thank you so much for joining me. I've said this before. I don't take that lightly. You know, this is your Saturday night, and you're joining me because there's something about you that you love, that horror, the science fiction, the old chiller shows of yesteryear. So I really appreciate that. You make my Saturday nights fun, and I hope in turn that I'm doing the same. Corpus says, movie time, guys. See you on the other side. Thank you, Corpus. David says, good night. All right, everyone's jumping over to Roku, so jump away and enjoy Chiller Night Theater and Chiller Chat episodes tonight. In just a few minutes, of course, you're going to be seeing Frankenstein 80 with Jack Shadow. Raymond gives a thumbs up. All right. Cassandra says, good night, everyone. All right, so good night indeed. Have a good night. Have a good chiller night. See you next week.